Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Sean Huggins and this is Europe with Hugs. Thank you so much for being here. Today, oh baby, look at this. Today we're checking out why ultras are so important for football. These guys look crazy already, so let's just see why ultras are so important for football. Here we go.
We see ultras all around the world. From the frightening to the incredible, they are clearly the beating heart of many football clubs.
Oh, this is awesome.
But they're also a source of controversy. Whoa. So we decided to break it down once and for all. What is an ultra? And what do they do? We've all grown used to scenes like this out of Italy and Germany. Scenes from this to this in the MLS. The glory of the Balkans, and all too often see them portrayed as criminals for moments like this. But what are ultras and what do they do? Originally used by the Gazzetta dello Sport to describe a group of supporters in the 1960s, ultras or ultras are one of the most broadly defined subcultures in the world. However, the term was only appropriated by an actual fan group in 1969, with Sampdoria's Ultras Tito Cucciaroni and Torino's Ultras Granata. Since then, fans have reappropriated the name, but given the global reach of the game, the term is far from clearly defined. Italians interpreted foreign styles of spectatorship and made their own, something between the South American Barras and Brazilian Torcidas and the British hooligans. Thus, ultras groups were established, born to represent the distinct culture.
I don't know the difference between all these different things, but I just thought they were all kind of like super fans, I guess. Like the most hardcore super fans making a club together, but I guess not. Let's continue.
Cultures and traditions from which they originated, taking inspiration from the time of city-states in which autonomous
Age of Empires mentioned. Yes!
cities would defend their identity and their interests against others. Ultras value the defense of their territory, which is a feeling that has its roots in the historical age. They are the most fanatic supporters of a team, representing a sort of 12th man.
Contributing to what's happening on the field, there's like no feeling like it.
An ultra is constantly committed to the club, setting up for match days and social events during the week, attending training sessions and youth games, and showing up hours ahead of match day for any last-minute preparations.
Damn, showing up to practice and everything? Holy crap.
Away matches are especially important. It's where one proves their true commitment to the group.
We played in Bremen and there were 20,000 people coming to that game, 16,000 from St. Pauli.
And the
Dude, imagine you go and play an away game. There's 20,000 people total and 16,000 are your people from out of town. Oh man, that's awesome.
Opportunity to show off your pride in another territory.
This is
comes
really
in the
awesome,
form of
really well made.
Flags, chants, banners, and fanzines. The strongest expression of these rituals are usually reserved for anniversaries of the clubs, legendary players, the fan groups themselves, derbies, rivalry games, and finally, big cup matches.
What's the difference between a derby and a rivalry game? I don't know anything about this stuff.
Ultras have always been characterized by their rebellious nature. Unlike the British, whose support largely rides on reacting to what's happening on the pitch, ultras make their own show, beyond the result.
Eddig nagyon nagy munka van mögötte, akár egy hónappal előtte nekiállunk. Ezt a klub nem finanszírozás, saját terünkből alkotjuk meg mindig, saját szabadidő és anyagi tekintetben is.
Drums, flares, megaphones, smoke bombs, the opportunity to freely express a collective idea and a unity of devotion.
Dude, that's amazing.
All contribute to this atmosphere. Whenever possible, ultras will march.
Oh my gosh. Dude, look how far back it goes. Oh, dude, this has to be like freaking kilometers long of people completely blocking the entire road. I don't even want to know how many people that is. That is crazy.
To a city in a corteo, making sure their presence is well known. The group mentality is essential to being an ultra. Rivalry and friendship are the most confusing and turbulent parts of ultras culture. Of course, there are derbies between two teams of the same city or town, but the
okay, a derby is when it's from the same city or town. Interesting. And then rivalry is just, rivalry. Okay. Interesting.
Motivation behind friendships and distances between these relationships can be truly remarkable. Despite being rivals, Genoa and Sampdoria both have a friendship with Boca Juniors for their connection of immigrants established in the club. Crvena Zvezda's Delje, Olympiacos Gate 7, and Spartak Moscow's Fratria have a connection based on being the dominant team from 3 Orthodox nations. Just as ultras took inspiration from political protest, the actions of ultra groups have been influenced by political ideologies ranging from avowed nationalists to anti-fascists.
Dang, so ultras are freaking political too? They're doing protests and stuff? Oh man.
For example, Celtic's Green Brigade, who forge international links and friendships with other anti-fascist ultra groups across Europe on political grounds, as can be seen with their friendship with German side St. Pauli. While on the contrary, Lazio's Irreducibili consider Livorno and Atalanta among their biggest rivals due to their political stance. Lazio's ultras consider themselves to be far right, while Livorno and Atalanta fans are left wing.
Oh damn! So you got some deep rivalries here. Holy crap!
In recent decades, the culture has become a focal point for the movement against the commercialization of sports and football in particular. Big TV contracts have left stadiums empty, ticket prices are on the rise, and players seem to live in a different reality, where loyalty is lost and the chance of signing for a higher wage bill wins over the chance of acquiring legendary status amongst a group of fans. To ultras, football at the highest level often feels like a sanitized product, built more for those in the main stand and in commercial suites than for the most devoted fans behind the goal. Simultaneously, authorities continue to innovate new forms of repression against fans.
Getting into a stadium in Hungary, at least here in Fradi, requires an ID, a club card which contains date of birth, one's mother's maiden name, email address. What? Dude, what? Address. And also your palm print. Bro, what? To go to a game in Hungary, you need your ID, a club ID, stadium ID, your mother's maiden name. What? Email address, physical address, bro, and a palm print? Dude, that's wild. Just to go to a freaking soccer game? Football game? You kidding me?
Bans on pyro, megaphones and drums, bans on standing room and away travel have had little to no impact of
What? Bans on away travel? How are you going to ban somebody from traveling? Huh? Okay, pyro, okay. You can set somebody on fire, it's dangerous, okay. Drums and megaphones, it's too loud. Kind of silly, but whatever. But you can't stop somebody from traveling. What? That's insane.
Instances on stadium violence. Today, maneuvering the minefield of stadium laws has become a nightmare. These laws have been introduced under the guise of reducing instances of violence at football, but have largely had the adverse effect of killing the atmosphere at many grounds. The fringe elements of these groups, who seek out physical confrontation, continue to operate, as security forces hopelessly seek to curb it through football-specific legislation. This has left fans feeling criminalized, suspicious that states and corresponding football federations would rather see them banished from the game. Whatever your club or political affiliation, the breadth of ultras culture around the world is a testament to this beautiful game. At times, this passion can escalate into violence, but this is not an ultras problem, but a societal one. An ultras group's existence revolves around intense, coordinated support for their team through vibrant displays during matches, making noise on the terraces, and highlighting, publicizing, and furthering issues affecting their local territory, and in solidarity with other supporter communities. In Egypt, the ultras of Al Ahly and Zamalek have largely been credited for their pivotal role in the uprising of the Egyptian revolution. These are just a small number of the incredible initiatives regularly organized by nearly every ultras group in the world. Like all groups, ultras are hard to stereotype and even harder to define. But one thing is for sure, they are not all criminals, and when it comes to football, they remind us of a purer game. One in which you go out and support your team regardless of the names on the back of the shirt. Turning friends into family and being proud of where you come from.
Oh, that was so cool. Wow. Whoo, dude, that was super well made. That was awesome. Yeah, I mean, not everybody, in fact, almost none of the people that are in ultras are actually violent people. I've seen enough videos of ultras to know that it's a lot of singing and dancing in the stadium and supporting your team and cheering and doing choreographies and maybe some pyrotechnics, maybe some arts and crafts time, making a banner or a sign or a flag or something like that. But I feel like it's pretty obvious that the violence part is just a very small percentage of those people. So I think that those people are going to be doing those things no matter what, whether they call themselves ultra members or not. So you shouldn't be punishing all the fans for just a small percentage of crappy people, you know? But then again, I'm just a dumb, stupid American, so I don't know. What do I know? Not much. Actually, pretty much nothing. So I'm curious what you guys have to say about it. What do you think of the ultra culture? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Is it too violent? Is it overhyped as being too violent? I don't know. I'm curious what you guys have to say about it, so let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. But that being said, that's all the time that I have for today. So thank you guys so much for being here. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.